Welcome to the Belated Tech Channel's 69th edition and second year of the Space and Tech Rewind. We were reviewing the milestones that occurred on each day in the week of October 4th through October 10th in space exploration, science, and technology. October 4th, 1957. The Soviet Union's Sputnik 1 was launched from the Baikonur Cosmodrome's Launch Complex 1 on this date. Sputnik was the first artificial satellite. It transmitted signals for 21 days and remained in orbit until January 4th, 1958. This event began the space race between the United States and the Soviet Union by galvanizing interest and action on the part of the American public to support an active role in space research, technology, and exploration. In 2021, there are about 7,400 satellites in orbit around the Earth, 3,400 of which are active. This latter figure is expected to quadruple within the next 10 years as broadband internet constellations such as Starlink and OneWeb are lifted into space and brought online. October 5th, 1905. Orville and Wilbur Wright established a new world airplane flight record on this date with their third powered aircraft. Orville flew the Flyer 3, a distance of 24.2 miles in just over 38 minutes at Dayton, Ohio. This was more than 29 times around their airfield, and at an average speed of about 38 miles per hour. This landmark flight came less than 2 years since their first historic flights at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, on December 17, 1903, when their longest flight distance that day was 852 feet. With their Flyer 3 biplane, they had their first really practical aircraft. October 6, 1893. Cream of wheat, a hot cereal similar to oatmeal or porridge, was created by millers in North Dakota on this date. During the economic depression of that year, the Diamond Milling Company of Grand Forks was looking to revive their business. The head miller, Thomas Amidon, convinced partners Emery Mapes, George Bull, and George Clifford Sr. to try making a cereal product using farina, the core of the grain not used for flour. George Clifford's brother, Fred Sr., came up with the name Cream of Wheat because the product was so white. The National Biscuit Company, later called Nabisco, eventually acquired the Diamond Milling Company. Nabisco's breakfast cereal brands were then acquired by Kraft Foods in 1994. B&G Foods bought the Cream of Wheat brand in 2007. We covered another B&G Foods brand, Crisco, in Milestones 117. Want to know how to navigate our channel content? We refer to tech documentary segments as episodes. Coverage of current events in space exploration, science, and technology are labeled as shorts. Space and tech history are documented in an anthology called Milestones. Gameplay recordings can be discovered on the Belated Tech Gaming channel in videos called walkthroughs and side missions. Reviews of tools and equipment hail from the Tool Crib. And reviews of small electronics and appliances arrive by way of the Radio Shed. Looking for a specific video on our channel that we may have mentioned in one of our other videos? Links to those episodes can be found in the description section below. Also, we have begun labeling our video titles with numbers, such as M105 for Milestones 105 or S49 for Short 49, so viewers can perform a title search. Finally, you can peruse our entire 300-plus video library by looking at our playlists, which conveniently sort videos by subject. October 7th, 1954. IBM introduced the prototype of the Model 608 electronic calculator on this date. The calculator was unique in that it was an all-transistor design that needed only 5% of the power of a comparable vacuum tube or electromechanical model. The Model 608 was released commercially 3 years later. The Model 608 wasn't a handheld or even a desktop calculator. The machine was quite large, being housed in several bulky cabinets. According to the company's website, customers could purchase the machine for $83,000 or rent it for $1,800 a month. The 608's main memory could store several dozen 9-digit numbers and could perform 4,500 additions per second, among other operations. Want to know more about the early history of electronic calculators? Check out Episode 3 and Episode 11. October 8th, 1958. Swedish surgeon Åke Senning implanted the first internal heart pacemaker on this date at the Karolinska Institute of Stockholm. The device had been invented earlier in the same year by Swedish engineer Rune Elmqvist. The Elmqvist pacemaker used only 2 transistors and was the size of a hockey puck. The apparatus was designed to be implanted in a subcutaneous pouch in a patient suffering cardiac disease, where it could send pulses to the cardiac muscle to establish normal and regular contractions. Although the prototype worked for only 3 hours, the patient, Arne Larsson, lived for another 44 years with the assistance of a pacemaker. Larsson received a total of 26 pacemakers. Larsson died in 2002 at the age of 86, ironically outliving Dr. Senning himself, who died in 2000 at age 84. Have you agreed with our choices, or do you think there are other events in space and tech history that are better? Go ahead and share with us by dropping a comment below. If you have suggestions for a space and tech milestone, let us know. We'll credit events we pick for future videos to those viewers that post them. We hope you have been enjoying our content. Have we earned your subscription to our channel? If yes, and you have not taken the opportunity to subscribe, please take a moment to do so now and click the bell notification icon so you don't miss upcoming videos. We want to continue delivering great content to you. You can always unsubscribe, and subscribing is free. October 9th, 1936. The first generator at the Hoover Dam began transmitting electricity to Los Angeles on this date. From 1939 to 1949, the Hoover Power Plant was the world's largest hydroelectric installation. With an installed capacity of 2 gigawatts, it is still one of the U.S.'s largest. The plant has an operational rated capacity of 3 million horsepower and generates more than 4 billion kilowatt hours a year. The largest power plant, by a considerable margin in the U.S., is the Grand Coulee Hydroelectric Dam in Washington State, with 6.8 gigawatts of capacity. Second place is held by the Palo Verde Nuclear Power Plant in Arizona, with 3.9 gigawatts of capacity. Third place is the West County Natural Gas Power Plant, with 3.8 gigawatts of capacity. Wondering about the largest renewable energy plant? That's the geothermal plant at the Geysers in California, with 1.59 gigawatts of capacity, the nation's 101st largest. The largest wind farm is at Iatan, Missouri, with 1.55 gigawatts capacity, the 104th largest. October 10th, 1904. Production of the Ford Model C began at Windsor, Canada at the Walkerville Wagon Works on this date. The facility's owner, Gordon McGregor, age 31, had signed an agreement with Henry Ford 2 months earlier. Canada became the first country where Fords were built outside of the U.S. At first, automobiles were assembled from parts shipped from Detroit, which was right across the river, with wheels and bodies built in Canada. By the end of the year, 25 vehicles had been manufactured, and 117 vehicles had been produced by the first anniversary. Over time, more and more parts were built in Canada. All components were being made in Canada after the opening of the engine plant in May of 1913. Unfortunately, McGregor died fairly young at age 49 in 1922, but his company was producing more than 50,000 automobiles a year. Ford Motor Company eventually acquired a controlling interest of Ford Motor of Canada in 1950 and full ownership in 2006. We covered the Ford Model T, released 4 years after the Model C, in Milestones 94 and Milestones 131. On September 28, 2021, Amazon introduced a household robot called the Astro during its fall product reveal. The $1,499 robot has a 42-inch arm with an artificial intelligence camera that can recognize faces and also play music or TV shows on its 10-inch touchscreen. The robot is essentially a mobile Alexa device. The Astro can move up to 2 miles per hour and can travel over various surfaces like hardwood, tile, or carpet. However, like iRobot's Roomba robotic floor cleaner, the Astro cannot navigate up and down stairways. Is there an untapped demand for an Alexa device that will follow you around to spy on you on Amazon's behalf? We'll keep you posted. We hope you enjoyed this 69th episode of Belated Tech's Space and Tech Rewind. If so, click that like button. Don't forget to subscribe or just stay in touch by following us on our microblogging accounts, which are listed below, as well as in the community feed for this channel. We announce all new videos on those outlets. Stay connected by occasionally checking our Instagram feed and Minds page, where we post content from our upcoming episodes and from episodes past that you may have missed, and where we cover current news and events related to channel content. Thanks for watching.